What up, Anxious World? Thank you for tuning in to episode 3. I'm happy that you can be with us tonight. And when I say us, I mean me and my wife. She really needs no introduction, but I guess that's the right thing to do. She goes by the name of Shynita Swilley-Snider.
Shynita Swilley. Hello.
Oh, that's what we doing
That's
tonight.
what we're doing tonight.
Why are we doing that tonight?
Just want to be honest with your people.
You gonna be honest with other people?
Let's
Okay.
be honest.
So tonight we're gonna have a conversation about basically living with somebody that has anxiety and the difficulties that come with that.
Ooh.
So, and I know I'm a very difficult person. I told y'all about this before. So now you getting it from my wife. So yeah, let's go. First of all, the first thing I want to say is thank you for being on the show with me today. I really, really appreciate it. Don't get nervous now. Don't get nervous.
I'm not nervous.
We're just going to have a conversation. The people know I don't edit nothing. We're going to just do what we got to do. So, but anyway.
I appreciate the chance to be your co-host. Thank you.
Well, she my... So now she my co-host, everybody. She just walked on in and just became my...
half of everything.
Half of everything. Okay, half of everything. I guess half of my show is half of your show then, huh?
Appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, she just walked on in and took over the show. Well, yeah, she gonna take over. Y'all here. Anyways, so a little history about us. We met about 15 years ago now.
Yep, 2004.
2004. So she courted me.
Oh. Okay.
If I could be honest. So yeah. So we met in college. English class to be exact, right?
English class, yes.
All right,
doing
so
a really, really slow test. No,
let me paint
for this slow dude.
Let me paint the picture a little bit better. I'm not slow. Let me paint the picture a little bit better than what she's doing. Okay, so it was English class, 2004. I'm so dramatic. Anyways, so I walked in the classroom, seen this fine lit. No, I'm just playing. But no, anyways. I can just remember just walking into the classroom, and yes, she was very, very, very attractive to me. I must say, you was very, very attractive to me.
Thank you.
So, I think we sat on opposite sides of the room, right?
We did.
But somehow, throughout the weeks and weeks, we kind of migrated a little closer, right?
Weeks. Boy, it was like 2 weeks.
2 weeks. It was 2 weeks.
Yes, I was pregnant in a month. So it was
we ain't get there yet. You skipping the story.
I don't want to
Look, man, you skipping the story.
Let's make it as fast as it was. I was pregnant immediately. So
you want to make it that fast?
I mean,
I think we got to paint the pictures for the audience. We do. I'm pretty sure the Anxious World listeners want to know what's up. But anyway, all right, she's skipping it. Okay, we met in class. She was pregnant in a month, and we both was very, very young. And yeah, that's
he just wants to say that he was a whore for a couple of years, and then we got married in 2012. Here we are.
Jesus Christ!
I'm just trying to, speed it on the wall.
You speed it. I was a whore.
I see where you're not.
Wow,
okay.
Y'all see where my anxiety comes from? What? What up, people? We back.
It's like we never left.
We had to attend to some toddler business. So yeah, like I said, we don't edit nothing, but yeah, the baby woke up, so we think we good. We good.
This is his ship.
This is his ship.
Yeah.
Okay, he the captain. All right, I'm on the boat. I thought I was a captain, but anyways, where was it at? What she called me?
You were a
whore. I guess I was a whore. Yes. Okay. I see where my anxiety comes from. Worrying about being a whore all the time. But anyways, so yeah, she was pregnant within a month. Then we end up having another child in 20.
That's a fucking shame.
2000. Shut up. I was letting you come through and say something, but since you ain't participating right now, 2009.
Well, you were participating
2010.
Go ahead.
And then we got married on August 18th.
No.
Now I'm just saying if you was going to pay attention while you're picking your nails right there. Right. August 17th, 2013. And yeah, we've been married ever since.
Shit, I said 12, didn't I?
You said 12. Yeah.
Well, we got back together in 12.
We got back together in 12. So we've been married ever since. But anyways, it's a nice little, that fast forward. That's a nice little introduction to who we are. But anyways, the reason for this podcast tonight is just to kind of enlighten the people on, like, really struggles in marriage, right? Struggles in marriage. And we're not afraid to talk about it because actually
I thought it was about living with someone with anxiety.
What struggles? It's still a struggle. It's okay about living with somebody who's dealing with anxiety. So I wanted to bring her in, my co-host, to talk about what it's like. So I know I can be a difficult person at times. Sometimes I guess I don't see it, and she sees it for me, and she'll tell me time after time after time, like, I'm being very either annoying or she can sense when something wrong with me, and I guess she's been sensing it for a long time now. Correct?
Definitely.
All right. So I guess I want to start off by asking you, what is it like living with somebody that's dealing with anxiety?
Well, the nicest way I could say it is it's very difficult. I would also like to say I don't want to offend anyone with anxiety with my answers. I'm simply answering on my feelings toward our situation. I don't know anyone else that deals with anxiety, I don't believe. So I'm just going off my personal experiences. And just don't want to be offensive because I don't know too much about anxiety. Like, I still get the terminology wrong. I'll say panic attack. He's like, no, I didn't have a panic attack. So I just want to let that be known.
It's all good. They understand. Okay. They understand. They're good. So how is it? I mean, like, how's it living with me?
It's, I thought I'd be able to answer this off the top.
It's okay.
It's so hard to put into words.
Come on, let's build. We can talk. We good. We're having a conversation.
It's not easy. It is all the time. You never know day by day what's going to happen or how that person's going to feel.
True.
You can sense that they're going through something and they'll say, no, I'm not going through anything until they're at the peak. And then they have a meltdown and then boom. It becomes like no longer a 50-50 relationship. It's more, I feel like I have to take on more of a burden. Just because I don't want to maybe send him into an episode. I don't even know if episode is the right terminology.
I mean, I wouldn't say episode, or let's say like another. You don't want to send me into a dark place.
Okay.
Episode. I guess that could be episode, but I know you don't want me. You don't want me to go through. Yeah.
I don't want me to go through. Now I'm not being selfish because I've been through it with
No. I think from the outside looking in lately, I can see that my situation or me dealing with anxiety has probably caused a little depression on you. Would you say depression?
I don't know if
seems that way.
It's your anxiety. I think it's just our marriage. I think basically crumbling from the anxiety has caused maybe depression. Maybe just a little bit, but I tend to be a little stronger and can bring myself out of whatever I'm going through.
This is true.
On the other hand, you were not as strong as me. I think you're not as strong as me.
This is her opinion.
That's my opinion.
This is her opinion.
I feel like I'm stronger than you mentally and emotionally.
So you believe in, and as I was talking about this last episode, you believe in keeping it in and just dealing with it, like just keeping it in, like suck it up. Do you believe in the suck it up approach, or are you the type of person that believes you need to let it out?
Well, I was raised on the suck it up. So
but aren't we all? That's the black community.
That is not true.
You don't
Your
think so?
Your mother is no. Let's not do that. Your mother is very nurturing and no.
Yeah. She's great. I get that, but I'm just saying I believe that a lot of people.
Outside of you, though, we're talking about us.
That's okay.
We're talking about you. Your mother was very nurturing.
She was.
I was raised suck it up. Like there was no tears.
You couldn't be weak.
No,
you couldn't show emotion.
No, not at all.
You couldn't show emotion at all.
No.
So you had to just, hey, suck it up and go about your business.
That's why I think when I get angry, I cry now because I haven't been able to cry. So kind of my emotions probably off. And I try to be understanding because I know that we came from two different places. So I try to be understanding of your situation, but it's hard when it becomes a burden on me.
I get it. And I know that I didn't send you into I don't want to say a dark spot.
Oh yeah,
I sent you a dark spot, a dark space.
Yeah.
Just
several
because
times.
I think an issue with us too is, and we were talking about this because I'm pretty sure there's other couples or married couples that's going through
or exes. Sorry, go ahead. Continue.
It's difficult, okay, you guys. It's difficult. It's difficult. She loves me. I love her with all my heart. We're best friends. I believe we're best friends. Are we best friends?
We're best friends, but
we're best friends, right?
I feel like apart than we are together. I feel like I can support you better.
You feel like you can support me better, and
not being
okay.
The only person that has to support you. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Like, I feel like I could be a better support system from the outside than the inside. Because on the inside, it feels like it's too much.
It's too much.
Way too much being on the inside.
I feel like we'll become enemies or something before
yes, we definitely have not. Have we not been enemies?
I feel like we don't get the... We don't talk the way we... Like we used to. You know what I'm saying? It's like the conversation can go left really, really, really quick.
Yeah.
So, but I would say, I don't know if it's an issue. Sometimes I want you to understand me, and I know from my point of view, we got two different point of views.
Correct.
You on the outside looking in, like you don't know. I'm on the inside looking out. So I'm sitting there sometimes thinking like, man, she don't understand me, or she don't get me. Like I don't want to be. I don't want to ignore you, you know, because I think that's a big issue with us is I'm not giving you enough attention sometimes. Correct. But I'm going to sit here today and be a man and be like, okay, I can understand that, because a lot of times I'm so fixated on myself, and I've told the listeners I'm so fixated on what's going on in my body and my symptoms or what's in my head or whatever that I tend to block out what's going on around me, which...
And to me, I'm sorry to say it, that to me, that's a sign of weakness.
Okay.
Simply because, like, I know, like, this isn't about me, but I personally brought myself out of postpartum. Personally. Like, I had no medicine, no doctor, no counseling, nothing. I had to bring myself out, and that's being strong. Like, I don't know if it works the same with anxiety, if you can actually bring yourself out of it without medicine or a doctor or something. I don't know how that works. But I just, to me, I feel like you should be able to.
First of all, I'm still learning. But I don't know if you can. I think it's all about, I don't think, like I said before, anxiety is not curable. It's something you got to manage. And I think once you get a good grasp on it, which I don't have it yet. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm perfect. Mm-hmm. Like I got it all in control. I don't want this podcast to be, about I'm this guy who had anxiety and I got it in order. Now look at my life, it's perfect. Because it's not. I'm doing this to let people know that I'm a work in progress. I'm a work in progress. So I don't know the answer to that. Obviously, I tried. I would say the medicine approach, which is not for me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really.
I think you were with medicine. I just wasn't with the medicine. So I think you decided that you didn't want to.
I didn't like the way it made me feel.
I wasn't with it.
I didn't like the way it made me feel though. Okay. One of them I didn't like the way. I didn't. So
have you given them a backstory on your episodes?
Well, Anxious World listeners, I said last time my next episode was going to be about my history, but my wife, she insisted that we do this episode now, so I'm giving it to you now. So I promise you.
Okay.
Episode 4 is going. You're gonna get more into my.
Can I do a little history from what I know about your?
Yeah, sure. Tell them what you think.
So, when we first got together, he was 19 years old, and he had told me about this thing that he had went through when he was, I believe, 17. Correct?
I was 17. I guess I can do it right now. I was 17 years old.
Oh no, you're not gonna take over my time.
Okay,
it's my turn.
Okay, go.
He gave me a little history on it. Didn't know too much about it. Okay, I just, I heard it and ignored it because it wasn't relevant at the moment. He wasn't going through it. Didn't know anything about it. Then we're gonna fast forward to after we were married, like 6 months after we were married. Now, mind you, there's is it 8 years in between us meeting and getting married? For 8, 9 years. It's a long time.
Man.
In that time period, there was never an episode that I knew of.
8 years, yeah.
And 6 months after we got married, he had put on a little weight. Both of us did, but he wanted to do something about it.
Oh, she tell my story better than me. Dang.
And he decided to get some workout videos and start eating healthy.
Oh, you going deep.
And I'm with it. 100%. Babe,
You
this is you. This is my husband. I'm brand new wife. Babe, I'm do whatever you need me to do. I got your food. Bought him a little exercise bike. All of this. So this fool.
Hey, see, that is not the way you call somebody a fool, okay? That is not what you do, world, okay? You do not call somebody. But hey, you know what? I forgot. This is who we are. No. So we're being raw. If we were sitting at the table having a conversation, this is what we would say.
Take over the story?
I'm not.
Okay, so this fool.
It says Anxiety About Anxiety by Keith Snyder, okay?
Okay.
All right, now
go. All right. Now, this is a story by Shynita Swilley. Thank you.
Snyder. Anyway, let her finish. Go.
Please, thank you. So this fool starts losing weight. You think he'd be happy, right? Because that was his goal. No. He starts telling me that he's sick, can't eat, all these things. So I'm concerned. I never dealt with this. I'm like, okay, maybe, there's something really wrong. I even have pictures I'll see on my Facebook from back then of me and the oldest son, like, making tea for him because we really think he's sick. Like, we really think something's wrong with him.
Yeah, I remember that.
He laid in bed for like a month. Like,
maybe
literally.
Maybe two. That was tough. I lost a lot of weight too.
Yeah.
And I wasn't eating.
He was not eating nothing. He was and
wasting away.
I'm just gonna put this out there. When I knew that it was too much I'm sorry to put you out there.
Well, you about to. What you about to say? Hold up. Well, hey, we don't edit nothing. Let's go. Be raw.
Okay. He bought a bottle of Pepto-Bismol because it went from like his maybe a flu-like symptom to maybe like a stomach symptom, something. I don't know.
What she about to tell y'all is the life of a person that deals with anxiety. We think everything's going to kill us, okay? Well, most of us do.
So he buys a bottle of Pepto-Bismol. And I don't know if he told me this or if I read it or something.
I think you read it.
It says Pepto-Bismol, if you take too much, it can cause black stool.
Well, you going in. Ooh.
I'm being honest.
Okay.
So,
shit, I must be fucked up.
He's taking this whole bottle of Pepto-Bismol, and now he has black stool.
Yep, I thought I had colon cancer. I thought I had colon cancer. Yep. What I did, you shouldn't Google your symptoms, okay? Do not Google because Google will make sure that you're dead by the end of the day. Okay?
I Googled the Pepto-Bismol and showed him in black and white writing
that
Pepto-Bismol can cause black stool.
This is true.
So I get a call from work one day. Keith is being rushed to the hospital.
This is true.
Ooh. And this is where it all came to a head, and I found out he was never really physically sick. It was all, is it mental? Is that what it's called? I don't want to say the wrong thing to offend anyone.
It was all mental.
It was all mental.
It was all mental.
So nothing was wrong with him physically at all.
But you feel like it. That's the thing. You feel like something's going wrong with you. You feel like something is happening to you.
And to me, that's just weird. But that's, that's personal.
Because you don't have it, so you don't understand.
I mean, I get little things like when I get like a lump on my breast or something, I freak out, but I don't freak out to the point where I'm at nobody's hospital.
That's why I think that a lot of people don't understand, man. And I wish I could understand your point of view and you could understand mine. Because you're a person that's... no, finish. I think you got some more to go.
I do. Thank you. Because you're so selfish.
I ain't got to tell my story no more, y'all.
So, that's where...
This is great.
Shut up.
This is great.
That's where I realized that this was a thing, and I was hoping that once he found out that it wasn't actually anything physically wrong with him, after he got a clean check from the doctor, they said, hey, this is what you need to do about it. I thought this was over. Mm-hmm. Now, in this time...
Yo, we back for a second time. Toddler run, you know how that is. But anyway, back to you was saying. What was you saying? She was getting in on me, y'all. This is what we do, though. This is what we do. So, let me see. Black stool. Okay, I was about to die. Yep. Yes, like I like to tell y'all, man. When you're in your head and your own thoughts, you can make something so minute turn into something that's so... You will blow it out of proportion. And I know a lot of people can relate to that. That's going through any type of mental disorder or whatever it may be, man. We tend to overthink some things and just... But on top of overthinking it, I was also feeling those...
My story. All right,
this is
back
her
to
truth.
me.
This is her truth. Let her go.
So, by then, our marriage is already suffering. He's a whole different person. He's no longer as attentive. Seems like he's in his own little cocoon. I asked him what's wrong. Nothing. We're going to fast forward. Years later, it's actually up until this year.
I cannot intervene just a little bit. I feel like, and I'm going to be honest, I feel like that was 2014, right? When it happened. 2014.
Yeah.
I know you bought me that shirt. You bought me that shirt.
Sorry.
Anyway, 2014. So we had 2019. But from 2014 to 2019, I feel like, to be honest, I feel like my personal struggles within their time frame also hindered us, right? Am I correct? But I didn't show it.
I feel like from that very moment,
I was a different person.
It was a different, our marriage never recovered. Like, the first 6 months of marriage was beautiful. After that, it never fully recovered. And I had complained for years. Like, hey, something's different. It's still different. It's still different.
Okay.
And still up until a couple weeks ago, I can ask you what's wrong. And I can tell, like, when you're off, but you never want to say nothing. And that's another issue with me. Like, hey, if you feel this right way, just let it out. Because if you hold it in, it's going to cause a bigger problem eventually.
That's true.
But we're going to fast forward to May of this year, actually. We are now in November, correct?
Yes, I would say the worst time of my life.
Okay.
I swear to God, that's the worst time of my life.
Well, I'm going to tell from my point of view, and then you can...
That's true. That's true. Let's go.
So from my point, I was going on a vacation with the girls, and, we had both agreed, like, I would go away Memorial Day weekend, he would go away Labor Day weekend, so we can have a little time apart, because we've always been together. We've never
did anything
separate.
No, we didn't.
So I thought maybe that would help.
Attached to each other hip.
You know what? You're weird.
I ain't weird.
I thought the separation would help. Mm-hmm. And actually, maybe did not as much as I thought. I went away on vacation. And I don't know if you guys know, when you go on a cruise, like, it's basically you can buy a data plan to have your Facebook or whatever. I'm just let them know.
Go. This is how. This is.
So I bought the messenger plan, whatever. I didn't really have messages on my phone. It cost too much to call in and out. So we were messaging back and forth. And the whole time, I promise you guys, he was telling me how things were going to change, how everything's going to be so much different when I get home, because he misses me so much. Like, we had never been away from each other for 5 days before. So he was telling me how everything's going to be different. And the end of my trip comes up. He comes pick me up from the airport. I'm expecting hugs, kisses, love, just an overflow of emotion, because he has not seen his wife for 5 days. I get to the airport. He pulls in. Nothing. Literally, he grabbed my bags and put them in the car. Now, I gave him a pass because I know that he had just, had a terrible drive. It was a storm and there was tornadoes and everything that day.
It literally was a tornado. I'm just saying.
So I gave him a pass. Okay. We get home, and when I knew that another episode was here, I don't know if I ever told you this, but I knew exactly when another episode hit. He woke me up at maybe 3 or 4 in the morning and said, I can't stop shaking. Yep. And I said, this motherfucker here. And I swear to God, those are my words. I don't mean to be mean.
No. This is the truth. This is your truth. This is your truth. And but I knew right then and there. And I don't know if you were done.
I was almost done, but
go.
Okay. So that I tried to I tried to be there as much as I could, but I knew I wasn't going to be there fully, because I told him I could never go through the same thing we went through before. I told him I could never go through it again. And I think that's when I knew that our marriage was pretty much over. Yeah.
You told me.
Yeah.
But around that time, I rewind a little bit to that girls' trip. Leading up to that, I started to feel a certain way, and I couldn't explain it. Like, I dealt with. I didn't tell her like she told y'all before. She can tell when I'm off. I keep a lot of things in. I won't tell her what I'm going through. I just kind of like, oh, I'm good. Let's go. But leading up to that, I mean, months and months before she even went on vacation, I was already dealing with a lot of anxiety and stress. I wasn't feeling right. But so a few weeks before she started to go, I felt like my anxiety it got worse. It got way worse, but I didn't tell her. And I knew it got way worse. I think a couple days before she left, she sent me to the grocery store to go shopping to Walmart. And now I go to Walmart every day almost, and I'm fine. I can walk through the aisles. I can walk through the store. I'm super fine. But this particular day, I can just remember getting in the store and just having this dread, this feeling of doom about to happen to me, like I'm about to pass out or like panic. I felt like a panic. Like I to be honest with you, I didn't want to shop no more. Like I felt like I'm surprised I got everything she told me to get because I was speed shopping. I wanted to get out of there so fast that I literally at one point in time, like I was gonna leave the cart right where it was at and come back home. Like,
I wish you would have came back home with your
but hey, be honest, that's what I wanted to do. I felt so bad. And I was on the verge of a panic attack, and I couldn't understand like why.
These were panic attacks.
But no, that time I was about to. Well, listen, when I'm about to feel like I'm about to have a heart attack in the middle of the store, and I'm about to just fall out, and just I thought I was gonna have that point. I thought I was having.
I'm sorry, continue.
Yeah, I'm not a person who have a lot of panic attacks, but that particular time, I thought I was gonna have one. But so I didn't tell her about it. You know, I went on by my way, and that's what I talked about before. We keep a lot of things in, and then when it boils over, it's not good at all. So she went on the trip, and while she was on the trip, I fell into this dark space I'd never been in before.
But you never let me know that.
I never let you know. This is true. But even the one I had right after our marriage, it was not like this. And this one right here, the very next day, when I woke up, I literally thought to myself, like, this is the day. Like, it's over. Like, I did not, like I'm a hermit. Like,
die or?
Yeah, I'm telling you how I felt inside. Like, my body.
Can you elaborate? Like, did you?
I felt like I was. Yeah, it felt like.
Felt like you were just gonna perish.
Yeah, I couldn't breathe. Like, everything was like going on. I was spinning. Yeah, I'm telling you now. I'm sorry. I'm spinning, and my chest is hurting, and just like I can't. You shake. Like I got like this. I started having these, I would say, twitches, like out of nowhere. I think that's because of my adrenaline with whatever, you know, I'm not clinically proof. I can't tell you what it was, but my physical symptoms was like really, really bothering me, like really, really bad. Because first of all, I haven't been away from this woman for more than 2 or 3 days for like 5, 6 years.
2 or 3 days.
I'm never. I'm almost saying hours or whatever. I haven't been away from this, so you factor that in. You know what I'm saying? I'm like already like kind of. She know I dropped her off at the airport. I didn't want to really leave because first of all, I'm always with her. Well, excuse me.
I just thought it was you being overprotective.
No, I am. No, that's my thing. That's what I'm getting to. I'm very overprotective of her. You know, I always want to protect her and make sure everything cool. She tends to misplace money a lot.
Okay.
So
hold on.
No. Let me finish. I'm building. You know. So I'm thinking. You know, I'm always there on vacation with her. It's like, okay, I got this. You just have fun. You just have fun. I got this. I worry about this. I worry about this. That's why I'm a warrior. You have fun.
By the way, I did not misplace any money on that trip.
That's dope. Dope. I don't know that. I wasn't there, so I don't know. But anyway, so where was I at? But anyways, that first day, man, dropped it off at the airport, came back home. And my body just like, it did something it never did. I can't explain it to y'all, man. It feel like I was having an out-of-body experience. So now I got the kids and everything. And so you got to be daddy. You know, you got to be daddy.
You had my baby laying on the couch for 5 days straight.
Yeah, I did. I'm getting there. Okay, I'm getting there. But I had to be daddy. But this was very difficult for me, man. I felt tired. I couldn't focus right. I felt like I was having an out-of-body experience. I don't know how to explain it. But I wouldn't tell her. Every time me and her talk, it's like, oh, everything great. Everything going on. Me and the kids having fun. I miss you. And, you know, she was in Miami. And then we'll get to the, what's his name? His name is, oh yeah, I gotta go there.
Ooh.
His name is, hey, so I don't watch, it was Love and Hip Hop.
Oh my god.
Listen, y'all, listen. And now she didn't intentionally cause this. I know she just was having fun. So I think his name is Chaotic. I don't know who this dude
Chaotic
is. Man, he could,
305.
hey, Chaotic 205.
305.
305,
Yes.
199. I don't know who that man is. All I know is she sent me, and knowingly, and anxious where I'm saying she didn't do it out of spite. She was just
excited.
she was excited. So she sent me a picture of this dude. You know, she excited. Oh, hey, I'm having fun. And instantly when she sent it to me, I'm like, what? Hold up. You know, so in my mind, I'm starting to play all type of scenarios going down.
Like what?
No, not like, okay. You know, I'm just saying, I'm all in my head. Like, oh man, she out there having fun. So many dudes out there. Oh my God. And it kind of sent me even more into, I wasn't depressed, man. I was, excuse my French, man. I was fucked up, y'all. Like me and my son, man, he 3. All I wanted to do was sit on the couch. Remember that? I said, you sit on the couch. Lay on the couch. To the point where I didn't want to do nothing. I didn't want to get up. I didn't eat. Again, I went back to the not eating thing. I didn't notice I wasn't eating, though.
I noticed it.
All right. Anyway, you got to attend to the baby. I'm going to keep on talking, y'all. But yeah, I didn't know. I wasn't noticing that I wasn't eating. And it became very difficult. And then, how do I say it, man? It just felt like I was just having an out of body experience, man. It was all bad, but I continued to talk to her like everything was fine. And I'm gonna be a man and tell the truth, man. Everything, I probably should have told her the truth, but I did miss her. I really did miss her, man. And do what you gotta do.
But I have something to say.
You can say it in 1 second. Hey, this is real. Hey, this is real. But, and it kept going on. I mean, like, it was like 4 or 5 days or whatever it may be. And it was bad. So it came time for me to go pick her up.
Can I interrupt really quick?
No, you're not interrupting. You're a part of this, right?
Right. Okay.
All right, let's go.
Okay, yeah. I just wanted to say, like, when I knew something was wrong, I placed a very expensive phone call while in the middle of the ocean to my mother because she said, Keith looks like he hasn't had any sleep. He just looks terrible. I sent him home to rest.
Ooh, I'm sweating. Dang. She did. This is true. I went over to the house. I believe her mama cooked some food. And so when I went over there, y'all hear the baby in the background. This is real. This is real life. Yeah, I know other podcasters might edit their stuff out, man. I'm not going that route, man. This is real deal. This is what you get. But yeah, her mama cooked some food. And so I remember going over there just trying to give her a bite to eat. But man, I don't even know how I drove there. Like, it was that bad, man. I shouldn't have been driving with, I hate to say it now, I probably shouldn't have been driving, but I was trying to act normal. So I get there, and dude, I ain't slept in like 3 days. Y'all. And I think her mom kind of knew, well, her mom didn't know what I was dealing with. I think she just thought that the kids is running me crazy or whatever, and I need some sleep. Contrary to her belief, it's just me. It's not the kids, man. No, I haven't slept. Nope, I wasn't sleeping. I had this crazy, uncontrollable shake in my body, man. That was I've never had that before. This was new. This was a new symptom that now I'm fixated on it. And that was running me even more crazier. And it just, well, not crazy. I don't want to use the word quick because I'm not crazy, but it was running me crazy. And so it was becoming just increasingly difficult to maintain, y'all. It was getting bad, and I literally didn't want nobody to know. I try to hide it, so through my text messages, everything was perfect. And fast forward to me picking her up at the airport, that was probably the longest ride of my entire life, man. I was shaking. My body felt like it was twitching. I felt like I was gonna pass out on the drive to Indianapolis. And I do not know how I made it there, boy. But when I made it there, I was excited to get her, pick her up. But I didn't have no emotion. Like, did I? I don't think I had no type of emotions.
Nothing really exciting, but I just assumed that it was because of the drive.
Yeah, I didn't have no
you were
emotions.
Nervous about because I was supposed to drive home, but he refused to get out the driver's seat.
So yeah, I had no type of emotion, and it was very, very difficult. And we literally drove through a storm, and I drove through that storm while dealing in being in my state of mind, and it was really, 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 really bad, y'all. And so, fast forward to when she get home, I think that was, I don't want to say the beginning of the end.
It was the beginning of the end. That night I knew that if it got to the point where it was before, that we were over. But in fact, it got worse.
It did.
And I refused to even go to the hospital with them when it hit a peak.
True. This is true.
I
think the reason I went to the hospital is because I didn't. I was getting new I was getting new feelings that I had never got before.
But I was explaining to him that it wasn't really physical, it was mental, and he would not listen to me to save his life. He gets to the doctor. I don't know what happened, but basically they said the same thing I said, although I was giving my advice for free.
This is true, but
that was for Daddy, baby.
Sorry, y'all, but hey, we got a new guest on the show right now, and his name is Drew. He decided to be a part of this episode. So
he's just a little gassy and he don't want to sleep right now without his dad. So,
and like I said before, this is what it's okay, man. It's okay. You okay, baby? So this is real, man. It's not like no other type of podcast or show where they edit this out and don't do this, man. Like, you getting the real. This is the real. But anyways, when I say the beginning of the end, it was getting difficult, man. I was stuck in my head. I was really stuck in my head, man. And, it's okay, baby. It's okay. I was stuck in my head, and I don't really want to say the end. Let me not put that out there like that. But we're having I guess a difficult time. We're at a difficult.
I would definitely say that. And you don't want to say that?
I mean, I don't know where.
You don't want to throw that out into that?
I mean, at this moment, I guess we are, but we're still best friends though. Yeah. That's the thing. We're still best friends. Like, this is my best friend in the world. Like, nobody can replace her. Like, she dope. Like,
thank you.
She the most dopest person I ever met in my life.
It took you forever to even agree to the separation. Like, I said I want to separate in May. It took you until August to say, okay, you're right. I do need to work on me.
I do. I need to work on me.
Which is really dope with you because I felt so guilty saying, like, hey, I can't do this.
Yeah.
And leaving you when it was, like, hard. I know that you're having a hard time, but I just couldn't take myself on that roller coaster.
I get it. And that's, like I said last episode, some people don't understand, and I don't fault her for not understanding. Sometimes I wish you would understand, but I guess I got to see it from her point of view. She don't know how it feels, or she don't really understand it that much. So I think
feel like you should be more understanding of the people that are around you.
I should. I'm trying to get there though.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm trying to get there though.
I'm sorry.
I tell everybody I'm on the journey. Shit. I just got in the car. I closed the door and I just put my seatbelt on, so I just started the engine.
Not me, I'm me.
He's on the journey with me. He's on the journey with me. But yeah, so we're trying to get there, but I'm working on me. I'm working on me. But she still is she's my best friend. But I got another question I want to. He want to tell her. I got another question I want to ask you though.
Yes.
And then we could probably wrap it up after this.
Yeah.
But before getting into a relationship with somebody, should you disclose? Should that person probably mention or disclose to that other party that they have a mental disorder or they're dealing with something? Should they do that? You think that should be a stipulation?
Let me follow up with the question.
Yes.
Would you want to know that the person that you're dating has herpes or has...
Damn, she went there, y'all.
Like,
she went
there. Has schizophrenia and has 15 different personalities living in them? Isn't that the same thing? Like, don't you
I
think you
would
should?
assume, yes, you would.
It's something you
Well,
tell
that
someone.
you would. Now,
It's just like telling someone you have kids.
this is open dialogue, you guys. We trying to. I don't think we're trying to educate, but we're just trying
No,
to.
not
We're
at
trying
all.
to. We're trying to get
I'm
the
not
discussion
educated.
out there. I think we're trying to get the discussion out there so people can discuss, talk about it.
So maybe they can learn from us.
So they can learn from us. Yeah, so they can learn from us. So they can just, look at their own relationship. So with that being said, I think, I think from our history, in order to probably grow together, you should probably know who I am. You should know all of me. I shouldn't go into
He's
the.
a lot, so.
I am a lot. I am a lot. I don't want to be a
I know
lot.
I'm a lot too,
But
Lord.
you should probably disclose that. So you saying they should, right?
Definitely. I would. I mean, I'm not saying I would never be with anyone with anxiety ever again. I'm just saying, give me the option to see if I want to take that ride.
Hey, it's a long ride, bumpy too, boy. Hey, I tell you, hey, the miles per hour when you first get with a person with anxiety is 45 miles per hour. Shit, the next day might be 65 and 55 after that, and 100 the next day. So yeah, but yeah, man, I'm glad we can have this talk.
And this is the first time that you've actually openly admitted that we're separated. High five for you.
I guess I'm high fiving to my separation, and
well, high fiving to you accepting the fact.
We're sharing this with the world because we're not scared to. So I want everybody to know. And for me, when I said not scared to, and I told y'all people need to open up and talk about their problems and stop keeping it in. This is me not keeping it in and using this is my platform. Like, there's nobody can tell me what I can do. And I feel like you can judge me. You can say what you want to say about me. But this is me. You know what I'm saying? This is me, and it's got to be real to y'all. So.
Okay, Baby Drew says wrap it up.
Baby Drew says wrap it up. So I ain't got no choice but to wrap it up. So I appreciate y'all tuning in with me. As I said before, this is my best friend. This is my dopest friend.
And co-host.
She gonna be on some episodes every now and then. She gonna be on some episodes every now and
we'll
then.
See. Y'all see me.
She gonna be on some episodes every now and then. Alright, if we continue this journey down Anxiety Boulevard, you know what I'm saying? But to my Anxious World listeners, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in for episode 3. Man, continue the support that I'm getting. I love it. I appreciate it. I really, really do. Yeah, man, log on and subscribe to the page, man. Any contribution that you're willing to, give or whatever it may be, I really, really appreciate it. It afford me to continue giving you, I don't want to say good. This is great content. Now let me talk my shit one time. But yeah, y'all keep doing what y'all gotta. Y'all keep listening, man. And I'm gonna keep doing what I gotta do. I got a couple good shows coming up, so a couple good interviews. But yeah, Anxious World, I appreciate it. And Drew said we got to go, so
say good night.
Say good night. No, I don't think he gonna say. I don't think he gonna say good night. But yeah, tune in next time, man. I plan on dropping another episode in about another week or so. She gonna be on some episodes, okay? she gonna be on some. We'll go 50-50. She'll have some, I'll have some, but But yeah, as I said before, man, anybody listening, man, they want to get their story out there and ain't afraid to talk about it, man. You can email me at anxietyaboutAnxiety@gmail.com, and I would get back with you as soon as possible. As I said before, I'm looking for brave people who want to talk about their life, and this is a judgment-free zone. And yeah, I want to change the narrative. I want people to understand what we're going through, and I want to understand what they're going through dealing with people like us. So once again, continue to tune in, and I appreciate it. And yeah, we out until next time. Anxious World 1.